Okay, I think we're live. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm a little late. I know I said at 1 o'clock that I would go live. I'm also going to post this video in the comments of my post that I did last night. So I did a post that said you can create a for-profit program and then have a nonprofit pay for it. And a lot of people were interested. Many people inquired. Many people commented. So I wanted to come and do a live. If I have time, I'll send it to everybody that commented so they have it, so you can get the information and start working on it yourself. But one of my clients and my business partner for Scrub Life, Samantha, made a comment, and I totally forgot that that's in her other business. That's what she's doing, and she's doing it very successfully. When I posted it, I didn't even think about her until she commented, and I'm like, there, exactly. That's a perfect example. So I wanted to come on live with her to talk about it. So Samantha owns a dental consulting business and school called Dental Perfections. And she consults with dentists and dental offices, but she also runs a school under that business. And the school trains people from this nonprofit in dental assisting. So Samantha, introduce yourself, talk about your program and how you work with the organization. Just give a little detail about it and how that's worked.
All right. Hello, everyone. Yes. So as Sandra said, I am Dental Perfections is my business, and we do consulting for dental offices all over the Bay Area, but we also own a dental school, which we do the hands-on training, vocational training for individuals that want to get into the dental field. And they come to us for a few weeks. Our course is created to quickly get them trained and get them back into the workforce, making money. So we've partnered with this nonprofit who funds these participants who are low income and helps them come through the program and get them trained and then back out into the workforce. And we help them place them into jobs and help them start new careers. So
yeah, and you're not a nonprofit. They are.
No.
Right? So you don't have to go write the grant. You don't have to go write the grant. You don't have to do any. All you have to do is maybe do a little bit of reporting and give them some paperwork and some information and run the program and the services. And it didn't start off like that. You were taking them one off, training them here and there, right? And you pitched this idea to them and said, because you noticed that they were sending their clients to you, and you were like, look, like I could create something. And
yeah,
they were like,
they needed more training. They wanted more training. Like I heard what the participants were asking for, and they needed more than what they were giving them at that time. So yes, the idea came, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to send them an email and hopefully someone responds. And they immediately responded and wanted to get on a call and listen to what I could offer them. And I did. I just pitched them. And even when I did, I didn't know exactly what I was offering. And even what I did offer to them, they were like, we actually want more. We're looking for more. Can you give more time? Can you do more classes? And it turned into the whole program.
And I know you said
That's
yes.
how it started.
Absolutely. Nothing.
Absolutely. Yes.
I know you're like, yeah, I'll figure it out.
Or have anything ready or in place. I just said yes, and we figured it out along the way. And now we're getting ready to start cohort 14.
Wow, that's awesome. And how many people in each cohort do you have?
About 20. I'd say about 20 participants, 18 to 20 participants.
And they pay you per participant.
Per participant.
So we ain't gonna run the numbers, but what I can tell you, because Samantha's my business partner, we're pretty close. We talk every day. So I know that this is a multiple six-figure contract that she has continuously for the last couple years now. Yeah. So it happened based on having the courage to pitch, right? Having an expertise, something that you have to offer, blindly pitching and putting yourself out there, having the courage to do that, right? And letting people know what you do, right? If she didn't do that, then she wouldn't have this opportunity. This opportunity could go to somebody else, or they were probably out searching for a school or something to help them through it. I don't know. But you definitely had to have the courage to do that. Like everything doesn't have to be perfect. Like you said, you weren't even sure what you were going to offer them and they wanted more, but you figured it out. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And we're still figuring it out. I mean, along the way, right? Every cohort, we change things around. We know what works, what didn't work. And, it's just been a great opportunity, and we're continuing to go. And they're consistent, right? It's consistent money that just comes in, right? They send us the participants, they do all the enrollments.
Yeah, you don't have to recruit or anything. You get
Nope.
they just send them to you.
Yep, they send me the participants, I send them an invoice and they pay. That easy.
You do what you're good at, right? You teach them,
Right.
and now being your business partner and being there and seeing it, because our scrub business has the bottom floor of your building and then the top floor is your school. So I see the students, I get to know some of the students and see her in action. And, she's great at what she does. So she's, and this is what I preach. It's like, do what you love and do what is easiest to you. So it's not hard work, even though it's hard. Like Samantha is one of the hardest workers I've ever met. But she, she loves what she does and she's really good at it. So when you love what you do and you're really good at it, it doesn't seem like work, right? You just love what you do and you do it.
Yeah, partnering with the nonprofit, it allows me to focus on doing, what I do best and just doing that and not having to worry about, everything else
and recruiting and marketing, right? You don't have to recruit. You could, me, because I'll be on you. I'll be like, how come you don't market? How come you're not marketing? Because she probably could work with several other nonprofits and like she would grow fast and have to hire more people and stuff like that. But it's possible. But she doesn't have to right now.
Right. I mean,
she's busy already. Huh?
I said we can definitely do more.
Yeah.
And we have individuals that do sign up through us directly as well. You don't have to come just directly through the nonprofit. But they keep us busy enough where it's consistent, it's ongoing. Like I said, we run about 4 to 5 cohorts per year just with this one nonprofit. So definitely worth it.
This is why it's so important to really move on your ideas, right? Move on your ideas, and you're qualified to teach this. You have certifications, you have, credentials to certify people in this work. And, normally somebody with your credentials would work as a dental assistant, and that's what you're doing, right? And you still dibble and dabble in that sometimes, but you're working as a dental assistant, but you knew that your credentials could offer more, right? And do more, and you took a chance on that.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, you don't have to have it all figured out right from the beginning. You will figure it out along the way. Take that chance, send that email, drop that pitch.
Shoot your shot.
That's right.
Take that pitch. Yeah.
And like you say, 1 out of 10, right? Even if you send it to 10 different people, 1 out of 10.
Girl, you already know how we do for Scrub Life. It's even more with Scrub Life. It's 1 out of 100 with Scrub Life. But you have to keep doing it until you don't have to do it anymore.
Right.
And that's the plan.
Yeah,
is keep pitching, putting yourself that until you don't have to do it anymore. But the reason why I did that post yesterday is because a nonprofit reached out to me and they wanted to write my coaching services, Powerhouse Academy curriculum, and what I do into their grant. And they're not the first to ask for that and want to do that with me. So you don't have to have a nonprofit for your for-profit. A lot of people are like, oh, I need to go get a nonprofit. And somebody posted it on my post and said, oh, you have to have a fiscal agent. And I'm like, you didn't read my post. I said, you can create the program and have a nonprofit pay you for it to do it. You don't have to go and create a whole nother nonprofit and do it. You could have a for-profit company and build your profit company into the grant for the nonprofit. They need your services. So just like this nonprofit needs my services as a coach to help small businesses of color, right? People of color that are starting businesses in counseling businesses, psychotherapy businesses, they want me to coach them to build their businesses. Right? I'm just kind of like, right. But they found me because of my visibility and because I talk about what I do constantly. And they know me from online. I don't spend time with them. Right. And then other organizations have built me in because they know what I believe in is 1 foot in community, 1 foot in a profitable business. And they're like, Chandra, to really build wealth and build impact, we want to write you into this grant. We want to write your services into this grant. I've also had politicians say, Chandra, I want you to train all my staff, right? Like stuff like that. There's just so much opportunity for your for-profit business, or your idea and your vision can get paid for by a nonprofit. You just have to find the right nonprofits, right? You have to find the right nonprofits that have the clientele to get services from you, right? If you don't know how to navigate that, then that's going to be the challenge. right? So I think that is my expertise for sure, is like, I know how to find the nonprofit. I know what type of nonprofits are out there. There's nonprofits that do everything.
Yeah,
Right?
and one other tip is, even if they don't offer this type of program, like for me, I am in dentistry, but even if this nonprofit didn't offer it, you can introduce that to them and give them the idea of, hey, I can help you start this program, and you can now
Yeah,
offer this along.
that's
You know,
kind of what you did though, right?
yeah, I mean, they had a similar type of program that they were trying to run it and get it off like what it is now.
Hmm.
So, right, I just helped them, let them know this is what we could do, this is what we can offer, and we collaborated, and it worked.
And that's what kind of we do with Scrub Life too, right? We tell them, we could
Mm-hmm.
come to your school, we can size everybody, we can place the bulk order. You guys don't have to send every staff member or student to our store, or go find it on their own. We can really make it convenient for you, right?
Right. Or even if they tell you no, right? We already have someone. That's okay. That's great that they have someone, but let them know how you stand out. Let them know how you can be different, what more you can offer them, and what the
Yeah,
benefits of working with you could be.
right, right. Whether it's a discount, the services, you
Mhm.
have to stand out, you have to pitch, you have
Right.
to put yourself out there. But
Be persistent.
yeah, be persistent. And I think this is good for people who have been considering starting a nonprofit, and they're just struggling and they're just trying to figure it out. And like, you don't have to. It's hard starting a nonprofit and building it, your credibility, because you're not going to get $100,000 grants, $200,000 grants unless you build some credibility, and they've seen you runs and manage some money. So until you do that, you're not going to get big grants. So people jump into the nonprofit world thinking like, oh, I'm going to get this big grant and do this work. When I'd be like, create a program, create a for-profit, and partner with a nonprofit that's already dealing with that clientele that you want to deal with. Like for example, too, I had Ashley. I don't know if you know her. She does the resume writing and
Mhm.
career development, and she got a contract with a nonprofit after she joined Powerhouse. I introduced her to this organization
Nice.
because she wanted to start a nonprofit to help sex trafficking, because she was involved in sex trafficking, and she wanted to help victims of sex trafficking write resumes and find jobs. And I was like, you don't have to start a nonprofit. You have this skill, offer this service to a nonprofit. And when I introduced her to the executive director of that nonprofit, that lady was like, oh, I've been looking for somebody to write resumes for all my clients. And she got a contract to write resumes for all these clients
Nice.
at that nonprofit. So where she's still making impact, right? But she's making money at the
Mhm.
same time,
Nice. Yep.
right?
This is exactly where you all, if you've been considering this is where you need Chandra, because she knows the in and outs of nonprofit, working with a nonprofit, for profit. She can help you figure out all of these things that it's not easy. It's not easy
Mm-mm.
to work with. It's not easy to, start even pitching to or knowing what you're going to offer. But this is where working with Chandra Brooks will help you to lay that out and simplify it for you.
And I know that's where I had to push you when we worked together, right? Is to
Mm-hmm.
pitch. Just go out there and do it. Just, you never know. You
Right.
never know who's going to hit you up. You never know who's going to need you. And just put yourself out there, because at the end of the day, you're still going to be alive. You're still going to be breathing. After you send a few pitches and nobody responds, you just never know. Somebody might respond and they might need you.
That's right.
So shoot your shot. You never know what's out there. So if you have any questions, you want to join my next cohort, I am launching a new cohort starting October 1st. So if you want to be a part of this last cohort, I got a great deal. I'm telling you, you need to be in here, okay? And you need to
Just
work with
do
me.
it. Don't think twice.
Thank you, Samantha. Yeah, don't think twice. Just do it. You second guess yourself. You're going to continue. You're going to be in the same spot you were last year. Overthinking, and you're not moving on that big vision that you have. So Samantha, thank you for joining me. I know you have a big conference to attend. I'll see you shortly in San Jose soon, and we'll be hanging out. But if you want to learn more about Samantha's programs, friend her. I'll tag her in here. Learn about what she's doing. If you need training in dental assisting, you could join her next cohort. Find out about it. If you know a nonprofit that wants to send students to her organization to get training and use the same model, she is open to it. She will not turn down business. I know that for a fact.
That's right. can write the curriculum for them if they want to start their own program.
Yeah, exactly. She could write the curriculum or sell the curriculum that she already has to an organization. So, all right, Samantha, I'll let you go. I know you have to get busy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for being on here. Everybody, thank you for watching. Reach out to me if you have any questions. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.